give up. Why go on any longer? This is an easier way. Um, and and then you have on the other hand, like you say that thought about her family members, but there's a lot that don't also. It's not just one road there, I believe. And if I'm wrong, you, the expert, please tell me and correct me and let me take that information on.
So I'll say this, and no, you're not, because everyone is different, right? And everyone experiences things different. But I will say some key traits or characteristics are individuals report feeling hopeless, helplessness, and a sense of burdensome. And so Thomas Joyner, who is a suicide expert and who has done a lot of research, he said that the point where suicide occurs is when an individual experiences a extreme amount of hopelessness, burdensome, and then a fear of lethal means or a fearlessness of lethal means, as in they are not afraid of a weapon or dying. That's when a suicide occurs.
Guys, join in our conversation, 678-381-1973. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Ms. Arno is here to answer your questions as well. Once again, the Suicide National Prevention Hotline number is 1-800-273-8255.
Well, I think one of
And
the,
I think that
no, go ahead, ma'am.
taking it a step further from a community perspective, because again, I love community work. I am happy to see a lot more faith-based communities embrace the topic of suicide, the topic of mental wellness, and how to help their members also receive help. There are workshops out there. All the workshops do not cost money, so there are free workshops. There are 2-day workshops, 1-day workshops, even 3-hour workshops. I've done a workshop for an hour just to help get the message and the word out there. I would hope, and one of my challenges is, or call to action at this day and age, that no community walk around without suicide prevention awareness and prevention campaigns somewhere in their community. There's so many resources out there that individuals and groups can tap into.
Absolutely.
Do you think the churches are doing enough?
Absolutely not.
No, be honest. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, absolutely not. But I do think that many of them, or some of them, I'll say some of them have really moved the needle. Just recently, about a month ago, I actually presented for about 45 minutes at one of the large Baptist Association conferences here in Atlanta. I had a room of about 60 clergy members, and I was blown away. And so going in, I joked with one of my colleagues. I said, either they're gonna love me and embrace me, or they're gonna throw tomatoes at me. And so it was a wonderful experience. They were attentive, that they were engaging, and they were really concerned, especially locally, and I'm sure nationally as well, but I know I'm very familiar with a couple of ministry leaders and pastors who have actually died by suicide. So it really is hitting home at this point.
Well, it's increasing. I was just reading an article that even in the churches, pastors are committing suicide, believing. What purpose is it? Nobody's hearing me. Nobody's changing. Certainly, we live in a world where it's a constant battle trying to get someone to do right. But you know, my thing is that we must put forth the effort, and it was very applauding just to hear that you said the church where you went and did your workshop was willing to listen and stuff like that, because I believe, as you, the churches are not doing enough. There are so many churches that are in a stone's throw again from poverty and all the worst crimes and everything, and certainly where suicide is prevalent, and they're singing the hymns.
Yeah, I agree. I have to piggyback off of that too. I'm sorry, Ms. Arnold. Go ahead. I was just going to share. I think when I heard about suicide before I became a mental health professional, I had always heard that was like the ultimate sin. So if you commit suicide, that's it. You going straight to hell. And I think that's the stigmatization that a lot of people have when people pass away. That's why the casseroles aren't coming. Because they're like, oh God, they just did the worst sin ever. And I just want to encourage people to just challenge your thinking in terms of that
That's good.
and to say it was another sin.
Because you're traumatizing
You're
the family
right.
after they're gone.
Absolutely.
They
Absolutely.
already have to deal with that burden,
Right.
and then with that sort of sentimentality,
Yeah.
you're making the family they feel punished too.
Absolutely, absolutely. And they feel shunned as well. Like, how could your loved one do that? And they were in church every single Sunday and all of those things. So I just challenge you guys to change your thinking pattern as it relates to that. And to also know too that, guess what? God created therapists. He created treatment providers. You can go lay at the altar on Sunday and cry out about your depression, about your anxiety, about whatever mental disorder you are facing, and you can still get up from that altar and still feel the exact same way and still go see your therapist on Monday morning. And God's okay with that.
And listen, if no other reason, live to get even. I always like to bring a little laughter. Yeah, live to get even. Yeah, your turn will come.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
there's a season for everything.
Absolutely.
God tells us.
Absolutely.
Your season will come, but
Absolutely.
it can't come if you don't stay in the game.
That's right. I love that. That's excellent. Excellent. Guys, we're almost wrapping up in time this evening, and we have not received any calls on this topic tonight. Very interesting, which probably lends us to the same fact